Sup, y'all? Welcome back to the vlog. Here for day number 2. Figured today I'd talk about how I first started making my money online. Um, in my last video, I told you a little bit about how I left my job 2 weeks after I found out I was having a baby. So it was kind of a pressure situation. I had about 6 or 7 months to figure out a new way of getting income. I had a son already who was 4 years old, had another baby on the way, and I had to really figure something out. So today I just wanted to go over I don't know if I'm going to get into specifics today. Just want to keep this video a few minutes long, but whatever market you're in, I'm trying to just hit some basic points to help you figure out how to make money online. So one of the first things I did after I left my job is I got a whiteboard. I got a huge whiteboard put in my room. I looked online for a few days, for about a week or so, just figuring out what people were doing online to make money. Three things I came up with basically 3 things. I came up with Amazon, freelancing, and there was something else. I can't remember what it is right now. But I put those 3 things on my whiteboard and I created a plan of action for each 3. I looked at the competition. I read comments on all of the sites. I did different things. I did a lot of research on, what was being offered, how I could differentiate myself. And one of the main things I noticed is that you'll probably, when you're first getting started selling online, you're not gonna have any type of community, any type of base of people which will, immediately buy from you. So what you'll want to do is niche down as much as possible. So one of my first products I started selling online was actually women's leggings. And it doesn't sound like the best thing to sell online or something that can probably make you a lot of money. And it made me a decent amount of money. It would pay my rent every month. And getting started, that's okay. But it wasn't just, I didn't just sell plain black women's leggings, plain blue, plain color. What I did is I found the weirdest market I could find, that was still selling. I looked online. I downloaded some programs which would tell me, who was selling what on certain sites, on eBay and Amazon. It's a couple tools you could use. One of them is called Jungle Scout for Amazon, and there's another one for eBay which I don't use as much. But Jungle Scout is what I use primarily on Amazon. So what I did was I just researched online the leggings. I found a pair of actually cat leggings. So they were like cats in space. As crazy as that sounds, it was just cats in space. They were selling, a couple $1,000s worth a month, and I thought, wow, that's pretty crazy, And the design didn't look that great. I'm not a professional designer, but I do work with Photoshop a lot. So I figured, why not give it a shot myself? So I designed it. I made it even a little bit crazier. I read the reviews for that product. I found out what people didn't like about it, what people did like, and I went and found a manufacturer and made my own variation of that. My variation had not only cats in space flying, but they were chasing cheeseburgers. As weird as that sounds. And when you're niching down that much, what you're doing is you're eliminating a lot of competition. You may not have a lot of sales, or 1,000, 2,000, 5,000 sales a month in that niche, but getting started, if you want to make 100 sales a month, a couple hundred sales a month, you want to niche down as much as possible, so you don't have as many people competing for the same buyers. You can definitely differentiate yourself better when you're in a small niche of specialists or people who like a specific thing that you can sell to. So if you look online, there's a lot of people who do things with cats in space, however weird that is. I thought it was weird. Everybody I told that I was going to sell that thought it was weird, but I went with it anyway because I saw it was selling and I knew I could make a better design. So basically what I did is I went to a manufacturer, had those made, and they sold well. I didn't have to do much work. I put it online. I did my little process of launching the product, which I can go to at a later time, and they sold well. The only thing, as I look back at it, I think about I wouldn't sell clothing that early in my business. I picked the clothing product as my first product. The only thing with that is I needed cash at the time. So when you're selling clothing, a lot of times stuff will sit around. You know, you'll sell out of larges and all the smalls will sit around, or you'll sell out of smalls and all the larges will sit around. And you'll have to order smalls but no larges, and you'll have, it's a lot of sitting on inventory if you don't know exactly what you're doing. So that was just one thing I learned, from that experience. But when you're starting your business, whether you're doing freelancing, selling products online, you know, retailing, whatever you're doing, if you don't have an audience, at this point it's gonna be hard to break through. So what you want to do is niche down, find a group, occupation, a type of person that is buying stuff online, and find a way to sell to them. And that's your best shot. The niche, you'll get a lot of advantages of going with a niche. Lower advertising costs. You'll know exactly where to find your buyers. You can use the Facebook Audience Insight tool to really niche down and find those people at a low cost for sometimes pennies per click. And that's really the advantage of taking starting with a niche. Less competition, low cost, and you know exactly who you're going for. So all my people out there who are trying to quit their job, trying to find a hustle online, whatever you're doing, start with a niche. Niche down as much as you can. Niche down. And once you do, just go hard. So that's my video for today. Let me know what you guys are thinking. If you want me to go into more detail about things, if you want me to do some computer screenshots. But yeah, let me know. Follow me on Instagram. Trying to get my Instagram following up. Legal_Jones. Legal_Jones. Hit me up. Let me know what y'all think about the videos. And we'll check in with y'all tomorrow. Peace.